Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brandon Morvillius. Alongside with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy here on the WHS Network on YouTube.com. Here with Lady Raider softball here this evening from Raider Field here in Selma, Indiana, as we have the 18-2 South Adams Lady Starfires taking on your 11-12 Wapahani Lady Raiders. Glad to have all you with us here for Lady Raider softball here on Senior Night 2019. Should be a great game here tonight. Hopefully Wapahani can continue their little run that they've been on here within the last couple games and be able to get a W here tonight on Senior Night. We'll go ahead and take a look here at our Raiders Live pregame presented by University Avenue Dental, Greg Pyle, DDS. Wapahani, their last time out was last night right back here at home against Randolph Southern, in which Wapahani was able to win that by a final score of 13-3. So a big win there for Wapahani to get back on their winning ways. Now you come into tonight's game. Obviously, the importance of it with it being senior night. Obviously, you want to send these two seniors off the right way, but more importantly, you want to get a win. You want to even your record back up here in the regular season. They have one more game to finish up the regular season tomorrow night at Cambridge City. But this is a big game here tonight. South Adams ranked in the top 3 in Class 2A softball in the state of Indiana. So obviously they're having a very good year, being 18-2. They've had a lot of success throughout the season here, and now Wapahani, you look at them, and really a very young group of young ladies here. There's talent there, there's no question, but very young group. And, as the season went along, or has went along, they've gotten better, and they've played a lot better, not only individually, but as a team. And, you just want to use that as the season goes along here, and that's what they have done. Now, no, is it probably the best record? Not exactly. Are they probably proud of the record? Well, I don't even know if I'd say that, but still, at the end of the road here for them, they're coming out here each and every day, ready to play, playing hard, and trying to win ball games. And tonight is a very big night here for these ladies, and they want to end not only their careers, but end the regular season here at home in the right fashion. Now, this, granted, will be a tough ball game, but South Adams, they got, I guess, essentially like their number 3 starter going here tonight in Jade Baker, which she's had quite a bit of success here this season so far. 3-0 on the year, but a 4.67 ERA and 27 innings pitched. Also 39 hits, 21 runs, 18 of those earned, along with 16 walks and 22 strikeouts. So she definitely will walk some batters. Has a little trouble keeping it in the strike zone, but also allows some runs as well. So Wapahani, we've got to be patient, be able to get the job done here this evening, and hopefully execute as the game goes along, and have production early and often on the offense, and hopefully the pitching and the defense will take care of itself here this evening. But really looking forward to a great night here of Lady Raider softball here on the WHS Network. We have some senior night festivities coming up here in just a few moments. But until then, we would like to thank our sponsors here this evening. We'd like to thank our Raiders Live pregame sponsor this evening, University Avenue Dental, Greg Pyle, DDS. Owned by Greg Pyle. Greg, along with the rest of his talented dentistry crew, look to solving your unrecognized dental needs with a viable patient experience, outstanding treatment, and at cutting-edge dentistry. University Avenue Dental is located at 800 West University Avenue in Muncie, Indiana, and their hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday. So again, special thanks there to University Avenue Dental, Greg Pyle, DDS. Also to one of our in-game sponsors here today, Stoops Automotive Group Buick and GMC dealership, owned by Randy Stoops. They're located at 4055 West Clare Lane in Muncie, Indiana. Stoops has a wide variety of brand new and premium vehicles of quality brand names. So if you have any interest in a vehicle, would like to know more information about one, contact Stoops at 765-288-1903. All right, folks, we'll get to senior night now, as we'll first take a look here at senior Dayton Lee, which, well, you can somewhat see her there now. unfortunate camera view up here in the press box. But Dayton, I'll tell you what, very nice young lady that excels in the classroom, but on the basketball court, on the field, obviously out here as well, has had a very successful career out here with the Lady Raiders softball team, and we continue to expect big things from her tonight and throughout the rest of the regular season into the state tournament next week. But Dayton is, like I said, a heck of a player, heck of a person, and we appreciate her, and we want to wish Dayton the best of luck throughout her future endeavors following her graduation of high school here in about 3 weeks or so from now out there at Emmons Auditorium at Ball State University. But again, congratulations, Dayton, and to her parents as well. They've raised a fine young lady, and we wish you the best of luck. So again, that is Dayton Lee. Next up here, we will have Olivia McCreary. Again, another young lady that has had some success out here for Wapahani. Not usually in the starting lineup, but here of late, she's really caught some fire here and really has done a nice job here for Wapahani. He's really stuck it out, and like I said, has really contributed greatly here to this Wapahani Lady Raider softball program. Again, gets the job done in the classroom, gets the job done here on the field. We appreciate her, and we want to wish Olivia the best of luck in all of her future endeavors following graduating high school out here at Wapahani. And again, best of luck, and we hope you go on to do great things following your graduation. So, folks, again, this is Senior Night 2019. Olivia McCreary and Dayton Lee are your seniors as they are recognized here this evening. Again, we'll step aside here for a brief moment, and we'll be back here with tonight's starting lineups coming up on the WHS Network.
I truly don't know what I would do.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Here we got tonight's starting lineups coming your way. First and foremost here for the South Adams Lady Starfires, leading things out, playing shortstop number 8, Jenna Myers. Batting second in the center field, number 16, Kayla Lefevre. Batting third and playing first base, number 15, Anna Nussbaum. And batting fourth and catching, number 24, Taylor Augsburger. Batting fifth, the third base, number 7, Emily Hamill. Batting sixth, playing right field, number 4, Kristen Wynn. Batting seventh and pitching, number 5, Jade Baker. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 17, Megan Miller. And batting ninth, the second baseman, number 1, Madison Smith. Again, that is the starting lineup for the South Adams Lady Starfires. Now we'll take a look here at the starting lineup here for your Wapahani Lady Raiders. Leading off and playing center field, number 9, Megan Barton. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 20, Olivia Smith. Also batting third and pitching for the Lady Raiders, number 1, Katie Bray. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 10, Emma Shuck. Batting fifth and playing third base, number 11, Mallory Summers. Batting sixth and catching, 00, Ashlyn Calicomo. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 19, Dayton Lee. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 13, Olivia McCreary. And batting ninth, playing second base, number 12, Layla Lee. Again, the Lady Raiders are coached by Ms. Jackie Glancy and assisted by Danielle Wellman. Folks, again, that's tonight's starting lineups here for tonight's game between the 18-2 South Adams Lady Starfires and the 11-12 Wapahani Lady Raiders. We'll be back here with tonight's first pitch coming up here on the WHS Network.
hid the iPad for walk-up songs on that.
All righty, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network on YouTube.com. Again, here with Lady Raider Softball on Senior Night 2019 as the South Adams Lady Starfires take on your Wapahani Lady Raiders. Again, I'm Brandon Morvillius. Alongside with me, as usual, is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy here this evening. And what is a beautiful night for some Lady Raider softball here. Obviously, the field looks great as usual. Jackie does such a great job of keeping this field and facility looking in great shape. Baseball field's the same way there with head coach Brian Dudley. So we're definitely blessed out here with two fantastic facilities. Liberty Perry School Corporation and Wapahani High School do a fabulous job of giving these student athletes great facilities to perform their talents, and the coaches do a great job of upkeeping it. So looking forward to a great night of Lady Raider softball here on the WHS Network as we get things started here this evening with the shortstop, number 8, Jenna Myers. So she'll lead off tonight's game here for South Adams, followed by the center fielder, Kayla Lefevre. So Bray will rock back, and the first pitch will be in there for a ball, 1-0. Again, your Jones Auto Body defensive alignment here this evening. Dayton Lee out in left. Megan Barton out in center. And then Olivia McCreary over in right. Round the horn here, Summers at third, Smith at short, Layla Lee at second, Emma Shuck at first. And then again, Katie Bray on the mound, and Ashlyn Calicomo behind the plate. So again, that's your Jones Auto Body defensive alignment. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Jenna Myers, the leadoff hitter here for the Lady Starfires. Wapahani coming off a big win last night to conclude their conference season with a 13-3 victory over Randolph Southern. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bray with a windup. Here's the pitch, and line down the third base line foul. So we'll redo it again here at 2-2. So again, 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter, Jenna Myers. And a line shot just over the head of Olivia Smith. So a leadoff base hit here for Myers to begin the ball game here tonight for the Lady Starfires. I will see the center fielder, number 16, Kayla Lefevre. Now again here, just kind of bear with us on the camera view. It's a nice view other than, you have the windowsill right smack dab in the middle of things. And we try to take it to left field. So, and we apologize, but nothing we can do about it unless we just go ahead and take the window out. Fly ball into shallow center field. Barton there to make the catch for out number 1. And now the runner will advance on to third base. The ball went into the dugout. So that's an unfortunate mistake there for the Lady Raiders. So a fly out, and then the air on the throw allows Myers to reach third, as that's in there for a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Here to the first baseman, Anna Nussbaum. Now a wild pitch gets away there, scores the run. So a 1-0 South Adams lead here in the top of the first inning. Ground ball here to the shortstop. Smith collects those on the first. So 2 outs now here in the inning. Essentially,
Number 24.
that possibly could have been an inning-ending double play. At least the second out with still only a runner on first. And nobody crossing the plate, but it is what it is. So back to action here now. We have the catcher, number 24, Taylor Augsburger, as that's a line shot in the right center field. So a 2-out hit there for Augsburger. And now we'll see third baseman, number 7, Emily Hamill. She'll strolling up here to the plate here in just a moment. Have a courtesy runner now down at first base.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 7, Emily Hamill. Running for South Adams, number 14, Aaliyah Feaster.
So Aaliyah Feaster now, the courtesy runner for South Adams. Swung on and missed 0-1 to begin things here on Hamill. And a ground ball here to the third base side will roll foul. So no balls and 2 strikes here on Emily Hamill, the number 5 hitter in the lineup here for South Adams. You're going to say, that should have ended the inning right there. So a strikeout will end the inning. So the Raiders slam the door shut here on the inning. South Adams does plate a run. 1 run here on 1 hit. Also 1 error in the inning here by Wapahani. And also 1 left on base. We'll head to the bottom half of the first inning here on the WHS Network. All right, welcome back here, folks. Again, Brandon Morvillius alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Ed Beard McCoy here with the bottom half of the first inning here for the Lady Raiders. As we'll have Megan Barton getting ready to stroll on up to the plate here in just a moment. We would like to thank some more of our sponsors here this evening. We'd like to thank Jones Auto Body, owned by J.R. Fannin, and located at 1901 East Memorial Drive in Muncie, Indiana. Jones Auto Body is one of Muncie's oldest and largest auto repair and paint shops, and which they've been servicing the community for over 30 years. So if you have any questions or need them to take a look at your vehicle, make sure to contact them at 765-284-2593. Again, that is Jones Auto Body, assurance of quality. All right, so as we begin this bottom half of the first, again, we'll lead things off here with the center fielder, number 9, Megan Barton. Good to see her back in the lineup. Was out there for a few games with, I think, just a little brief injury. But back in there and looking to do big things here tonight. So again, Jade Baker on the mound here for South Adams. And the first pitch will be in there for a called ball, 1-0. So Baker steps back on the rubber, gets her signs, and the 1-0 pitch will be in there called strike. Now 1-1. Got a very nice crowd here this evening. We finally have seen the sunshine the last couple days. It's been a very rainy month and really a whole entire wet year as Megan Barton reaches base to begin the ball game here tonight with a leadoff single. So Barton now down at first. The shortstop, number 20, Olivia Smith, will now stand in with a runner on. And nobody out here in the bottom half of the first inning. But as I was mentioning there, it's been hard to get some of these games in at times, with the way the weather's been. It's been cold outside, so this is really about as perfect of a day as you're going to get. Smith will get the sacrifice bunt put down and advances the runner on the second, excuse me. So now we'll see the pitcher number 1, Katie Bray, at the plate. And you got runner now at second base. 1 away in the inning. And the pitch will be a line shot to left center field. That's going to get down. Barton's going to head home. We're going to have a close play there at second, and Bray will be in there safely. So switching places there. A pair of hits here in the inning for the Raiders. An RBI double there by Bray. Allows the Raiders to tie things right back up here at 1. And now the first baseman, number 10, Emma Shuck, at the plate. As that's in there. Called strike 0-1 on Emma. And another ball high. So 1 ball, 1 strike here on Shuck. Here's the pitch by Baker. Ground ball right back to her, throws on the first. So she'll record the out. Still a very productive at bat there for Emma. Does advance the runner now on the third. So now 2 out here in the inning. And a third baseman, number 11, Mallory Summers, at the plate. Big at bat here for Mallory. See if she can come up big right here for us. Put the Lady Raiders on top. And a pitch from Baker will be fouled back to the backstop here, 0-1. So again, you have Bray at third, 2 away here in the bottom of the first inning. Baker will step back on the rubber, get her signs, and the 0-1 pitch will be a ball low and in, 1-1. Again, the Lady Raiders will be back at it again tomorrow night as they will be traveling to Cambridge City for another tough matchup there with the Lady Golden Eagles. And that's going to be a deep fly ball to center. Get out of here. It's gone! Mallory Summers with a 2-run homer. And that will put the Raiders on the board again here now, 3-1 Wapahani. That's the first home run of the year here for the Lady Raiders. And this is a great time to get their first one on the season. So a 3-1 lead here for Wapahani. And now we'll see the catcher, 00 Ashlyn Calicomo, at the plate. And a pop up there to the pitcher will end the inning. But hey, the Lady Raiders get a pair of runs there with the 2-run homer. Also the leadoff single there, Barton, and the RBI double from Bray give the Raiders a 3-1 lead after one inning of play. We'll step aside here for a break, and we'll be back here with more Lady Raider softball on the WHS Network. All righty, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network as we are back here with the top of the second inning, a 3-1 lead here for your Lady Raiders. So fouled off right there, as again it's no balls and 2 strikes. So 1-2 the count here on the right fielder, Kristen Wynn. Here's the pitch from Bray, and it's going to be a ball low and away to even things up here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And popped up down the third base line. Summers going to run out of room. And we'll just redo it again here. This will be pitch number 7 of the at-bat upcoming here for Wynn. So she'll step back in there. Bray will gather her thoughts here, step back on the rubber. And here's the 2-2 offering. Will be another ground ball down the third base line, foul. Two balls, 2 strikes. Bray rocks back, and the pitch popped up in the shallow left field, and Smith there to make the catch for out number 1 of the inning. And now we'll see the pitch number 5, Jade Baker.
Number 5, Jada Baker.
And a ground ball here to the third baseman. Summers collects, throws, and makes a nice throw on over there to first base. So a 5-3 put out there for the second out of the inning. And now batting the left fielder, number 17, Megan Miller, with 2 away here in the inning.
17, Megan Miller.
Here's a pitch from Bray. In there called the strike, 0-1. Bray with the windup. Here's the pitch. Rolls that one in the ground there. Nice Job of Cali Como keeping out in front. Of course, nobody would advance anyway. Nobody on base. Bray's been shutting them down left and right here within the last two batters. Looking for a clean inning of work here. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Now strike two. One and two the count here on Miller. Bray gets her signs here from Cali Como. Tries to drop that one right on in there for a 12-6. But unfortunately didn't get the strike call. And we're at 2-2. Oh, dangerously close right there. But just missed to run the count to full 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch. Little dribbler right over the head. Over the head there of Olivia Smith, that was. So second hit now of the day.
The second baseman, Madison Smith.
Or pardon me, the third hit of the day here for South Adams. So with a runner on first and 2 away, we have second baseman Madison Smith on the run. Smith won't get there in time. Ball was thrown just a little bit high there, but it's 0-1 after the stolen base there by Miller. Again, coming into this evening's game, only 47 stolen bases on the year for South Adams. Wapahani with 80. Fouled off, back to the backstop area, so now it's 0-2. So Smith steps back in. Bray will step back on the rubber, and here's the 0-2. A little bloop shot into center field, and Barton will not get there in time. So some 2-out magic here by the Starfires will now get them 1 run closer to now make it a 3-2 ball game. Back-to-back hits by Miller and Smith.
Now batting the shortstop, Jenna Myers.
So Smith obviously credited with the RBI single. And that's going to be in there for a ball, 1-0. To begin things here on the Lady Starfire shortstop, Jenna Myers. Second and bats here in 2 innings. Pop up down the first base line and just off the palm there of Shuck's glove. So an even count here at a ball and a strike. Myers so far 1 for 1 here on the day. Had a single in the first inning and then advanced on the third on the air on the throw by the center fielder and then scored on a wild pitch. And going again, ball's going to get through, but Barton there to back him up. So a stolen base by Smith. 2-1 the count here on Myers. Here's the pitch from Bray. Just a bit outside, now 3-1. So Bray was essentially cruising right through this inning. Set the first 2 hitters down rather quickly. A little bit of an extended at-bat there by Jade Baker, or pardon me, Kristen Wynn to begin the inning. But really other than that, it was pretty clean going there for Bray, but was able to conclude things there on the fly ball out to end the inning. Again, South Adams does score a run. Also left 1 run on base. 1 run here on 2 hits. Also no errors and 1 left on. We'll head to the bottom half of the second. Again, Wapahani leads it 3-2.
We know the right way. get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
All right, welcome back here with the bottom half of the second inning with the left fielder Dayton Lee, as it's one pitch and one out there, ground out there to the shortstop for the first down of the inning. So a 6-3 put out, and now we'll see the right fielder number 13, Olivia McCreary. All right, here's the pitch by Baker. Man, a rocket shot over the third baseman's head into left field. That's a fine piece of hitting there by McCreary. Way to get things started here in the bottom half of the second. So now we'll see the second baseman, number 12, Layla Lee. Number 9 hitter in the order. A ground ball here to the second baseman. Bobbles it. Still throws on the second, and an error. So now the Lady Raiders have him at first and second, and still only one out.
Back to the top, playing center field, number 9, Megan Barton.
So E4 on the play. McCreary at second, Lee at first. And back to the top of the order here with the center fielder, number 9, Megan Barton. Barton 1 for 1, also scored a run. And a ball called on the outside part of the plate here, 1-0. Barton steps back in there. 1 ball, no strikes. 3-2 Wapahani lead here in the bottom of the second inning. And a pitch from Baker. Be a ball high and away. Now 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. Oh, man. Called that a strike on the very outside part of the plate. And when I mean outside, it was as in like off the plate. But hey, gave it the benefit of the doubt. It's all right. It is what it is right here. Now it's 2-1. And 2-1 offering. Bunted right back to the pitcher. Going to be a tough play down at first. Just barely gets Barton. But a job well done there. Megan gets the sacrifice down. So 1-3 put out for out number 2 of the inning. Does advance the runners up a base. So now second and third, 2 away. And we'll see the shortstop, number 20, Olivia Smith, at the plate. Be big time right here if she can cash in. Inside pitch called a strike, 0-1. Olivia Smith currently 0 for 0 here on the day. Put down a sacrifice bunt back in the first inning. Shortstop throws on the first and gets her by a half a step to end the inning. So Wapahani threatened here in the bottom half of the second. Nothing to show for here as they get no runs here on 1 hit, also 1 error, and 2 left on base. We'll head to the top of the third. Again, Lady Raiders lead at 3-2. Welcome back here on the WHS Network here, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you all for joining us here today for Senior Night 2019 as your Lady Raiders have a 3-2 lead, as we'll see LaFever lace one down the left field line for a leadoff double to begin the inning. So LaFever at second, and now we'll see the first baseman, number 15, Anna Nussbaum. So Nussbaum, 0 for 1 here on the day, and about to make it 0 for 2 as that's popped up into the glove there of the shortstop, Olivia Smith. Nicely done right there. So he's only thrown 2 pitches so far here in the inning, and have recorded it out. So now 1 out here in the inning to catcher number 24, Taylor Augsburger at the plate. She is 1 for 1 here on the day. A single back in the first inning. Here's the pitch from Bray. Just a bit up and out of the zone, 1-0. And it's another little pop-up in a shallow left center field. There's Barton to make the catch. Tell you what, we might need to be a little bit better here on the throwing department here. That is now 2 errors here in the game. Can't afford to have little miscues like that. That's for sure. Not that it's done on purpose, but it is what it is now. Now you got to find a way to get this last out of the inning. So 1-0 the count here on the third base, number 7, Emily Hamill. 0 for 1, struck out swinging back in the first inning. And laced down the left field line, that is going to go foul to even the count up here at 1-1. So again, 2 out, 1 on. Lady on over there at third base. Bray here with a 1-1 pitch. Ground ball here to the shortstop. Smith collects, those to first, and will get her to end the inning. So, again, the Starfires threatened here in the top of the third inning, getting a base runner down at third. But nothing to show for here as they get no runs here, also on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left on. We'll head to the bottom half of the third inning. Again, Lady Raiders lead the Lady Starfires after 2.5, 3-2. Stop on in at Jones Auto Body, owned by J.R. Payne in the 1901 East Memorial Drive in Muncie, Indiana. Jones Auto Body is one of Muncie's oldest and largest auto repair and paint shops, in which they have been serving the community for over 30 years. Jones Auto Body, assurance of quality. All right, folks, welcome back here. We enter the bottom half of the third inning here from beautiful Raider Field here for the bottom half of the third inning. A big couple of innings here for Wapahani. You know, you have a big first half or bottom half of the first inning. You score 3 runs. You come right back in the second inning. We were threatening for more. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. But now you come back here in the third. Hopefully, we can continue to put some more runs up on the board here. But we'll wait and see what happens. So a quick 0-2 count here on Katie Bray. And that's going to be a deep fly ball left field over the head of the left fielder. And that is a 2-for-2 day with 2 doubles so far here for Katie Bray. Getting it done on the mound and at the plate as well.
Batting fourth, playing first, number 10.
And now the first baseman, number 10, Emma Schock at the plate. So Schock so far 0 for 1. Grounded out to the pitcher in the first inning, as that's a ball low, 1-0. And a nice one shot in the right center field. I wasn't sure if that was going to get down or not. And there's going to be no play at the plate, so a job well done. Emma Schock with a RBI single. And the Raiders tacking on another run here to now make it a 4-2 ball game.
Batting fifth, playing third, number 11, Mallory Summers.
Again.
Thank God I was up here. You would have died.
So Summers now at the plate here for the Lady Raiders. With a runner on, still nobody out here in the bottom of the third, as it's called a strike 0-1 to begin things here on Summers. Again, Mallory had a 2-run shot there in the first inning. First home run of the season for Wapahani as a team, as that one's fouled off to the backstop area out of play, now 0-2. So Summers got to be in protect mode now. In the hole here, 0-2 Baker back on the mound. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a line shot into right center field past the second baseman. Schock will make the turn and head to third. And another single here for the Lady Raiders, this time by Mallory Summers, as Wapahani now has them on the corners. Well, still nobody out here in the inning.
Number 00, Ashley Calicomo.
So now we'll see the catcher, 00, Ashlyn Calicomo. Oh for 1 on the day, popped it up to the pitcher to end the first inning. Looking for a productive at bat here, as that was foul tipped into the catcher's glove, 0-1. Calicomo's really had a nice season here for herself. A freshman catcher here for the Lady Raiders, batting over 300 on the year. We'll see what she can do here. Pulled the bat back. So 1-1, the count here on Calicomo. Plenty of action right there, because Summers really had a wide open second base out there. The whole entire infield came in. The center fielder wouldn't have got there in time. But nevertheless, I guess it's better to play it safe than running yourself into an out here. And we end up running into an out anyway right there. That was a line-out double play. So quick 2 outs there for South Adams. So now we'll see the left fielder, number 19, Dayton Lee. As that's just a bit outside there for a ball, 1-0 to begin things here on Dayton. 0 for 1 here so far. Grounded out to the shortstop in the second inning. Another ball there now, 2-0 here on Dayton. Again, a senior here for Wapahani. Made a ton of contributions, her and McCreary both. Been a big-time part of this Lady Raider softball program through the years. Called a strike on the inside part of the plate again.
16 pitches before it was a ball.
So now 2-1 the count, definitely keeping the ball inside. We'll see if she stays in or goes back out right here. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Goes back on the outside part of the plate. So now even the count up here at 2-2. Again, Deuce is wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Here's the pitch. And a fly ball in the right field. The right fielder's there and will make the catch for the 3rd and final out of the inning. But hey, the Raiders tack on another run here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. They collect 1 run here also on 3 hits. Also no errors and 1 left on. We'll head to the top of the 4th. Again, Wapahani now with a 4-2 lead after 3. Here we are with the top of the 4th inning here from beautiful Raider Field as we get back into action here with the right fielder, Kristen Wynn. She'll send that one out of play. 0-1 to begin things here on Wynn. 0 for 1 so far today. Popped it up to the shortstop back in the 2nd inning. Ball up and out of the zone. 1-1 to count. So Wynn will step back in there. Bray looks in there to Calicomo, gets the signs. Here's the 1-1, bunted. Very nice bunt there. Bray down to first, not going to have a play. So a bunt single for Kristen Wynn to open up this top of the 4th inning. A very well-placed bunt. And unfortunately, Bray kind of lost her footing there initially when she first recovered the ball there. I don't know if that would have been enough there to send her off balance or not, but it definitely didn't help matters. A tough play, nearly made a spectacular play there by Bray, but it lands in there for a bunt single. So 1 on here to begin the inning. 0-1 the count here on the pitcher, Jade Baker. Ground ball, third base side foul. So 0-2. And the Raiders here with a 2-run lead as we enter this 4th inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch, just a bit outside, going on the play. Thrown a little bit away from second base there. Good job there by Layla Lee to back up a shortstop. So 1-2, stolen base there by Wynn. Showing off the wheels some more there. Inside there, and so a wild pitch will allow Wynn now to advance on the 3rd. So far, Kristen Wynn has done it all here in the inning. Reached base on a bunt single, using her legs to her advantage. Stole second, now advanced on the 3rd on the wild pitch. And a little pop-up back to the backstop area as we're going to redo it again here at 2-2. So taking a moment here. Getting back in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Baker. Runner at third. And nobody out. Another one sent down the third base line and out of play. Line shot to the left center field. Barton there to make the catch. But after a stolen base and a wild pitch, that scores a run there by Wynn. So that will now make it a 4-3 ball game. Now 1 out here in the inning.
Megan Miller.
So sacrifice fly out by Baker. She'll collect an RBI there. And now the left fielder, number 17, Megan Miller, at the plate. Now down 0-1. Miller so far 1 for 1 here on the evening. Singled in the second and then scored a run. Also collected a stolen base. Ray with a wind-up. Here's the pitch. Ground ball right back to her. A little 1-3 action there for out number 2. And now the second baseman, number 1, Madison Smith.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, number 1, Madison Smith.
So Smith 1 for 1. Also with a stolen base. Singled in the second inning, but was left stranded out there on base. As that's a ball high, 1-0. Again, really for the most part here, Bray's done a pretty nice job. It's just been able to kind of get herself out of a little bit of trouble that's kind of came her way. She's able to get out of it right there with nothing crossing further. But again, the Starfires do score another run here in the inning. They collect 1 run here on 1 hit, also no errors, and nobody left on. We'll head to the bottom half of the fourth, rather, with a 4-3 Wapahani lead. We'll be back after this.
When you need legal advice or representation, you can trust B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law in Muncie. Our focus is personal injury. We handle cases involving serious injuries, wrongful deaths, all vehicle crashes, nursing home cases, medical product and drug recalls, and slips, trips, and falls. No fee until we win. We offer evening, weekend, home, and hospital appointments for your convenience. Contingency fee arrangements are available. For a free consultation, call B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law, today.
Bottom half of the fourth inning here on the WHS Network. Wapahani with a 4-3 lead as we get back to things here with the number 8 hitter in the order, Olivia McCreary. So 1-0 to begin things here on Olivia. Now make that 2-0. McCreary 1 for 1 here on the day. Foul ball back to the backstop, out of play. Again, following Olivia, we'll see second baseman Layla Lee. As Baker will get back on the rubber here. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. Now 2-2. Nice eyes right there by McCreary. So up and out of the zone. Full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch will be ball 4. I think that actually might have clipped her, but it was ball 4 either way. So McCreary with another productive at bat there to now begin the inning. And now the second base, number 12, Layla Lee at the plate. Layla 0 for 1, reached base on an error by the second baseman. Showing bunt right there, missed it. So 0-1 the count here on Layla. Fouled back out of play, so now Layla Lee in the hole at no balls and 2 strikes. And you got McCreary on over at first after a leadoff walk. And a 1-run cushion so far here for the Lady Raiders. Ground ball right back to the pitcher, 1-6, and that's all they're going to get. So a force out at second, nabs McCreary. So now Lee's at first base. And back to the top of the order here with the center fielder, number 9, Megan Barton. 1 for 1 on the day. Also a run scored. And put down a sacrifice bunt back in the second. Big at bat right here. Against only up a run. You want to score as many runs as possible. As it is 1-0 here on Megan. This is a South Adams team that, again, so far in the season has only lost 2 games, ranked number 3 in Class 2A, and having a great year. So this is no doubt a big game for them and a big game here for Wapahani. The hype has definitely been there, and it's been a great game here so far. So 1-1 the count here on Barton. Again, Lee at first with 1 out here in the inning. And a shallow fly ball left center field. That actually went a lot further than I thought, as the center fielder will be there to make the catch for out number 2 of the inning.
Batting second, our shortstop, number 20.
So now with 2 out, we'll see the shortstop, number 20, Olivia Smith. Olivia 0 for 1, put down a sacrifice bunt in the first, and then grounded out to the shortstop in the second inning. Just a bit outside there for a ball, 1-0. Want to know the count here on Olivia Smith. Baker collects herself. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Called to strike, now 1-1. We'll see what Olivia can muster together here. Ball high, now 2-1 the count. Again, the Raiders really have threatened so far through all 4 innings of the game here. We've gotten a runner at a minimum to third base in every inning so far. And that's all she wrote there. So Smith flies out to center to end the inning. The Raiders again do have a leadoff base runner there by McCreary, as the Lady Raiders get no runs here on no hits, also no errors, and 1 left on. We'll now head to the top of the 5th inning. Again, Wapahani with a 4-3 lead after 4 innings of play. We'll be back with more here on the WHS Network.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the 7-2.
Top of the fifth inning here, folks. Again, it's been a great evening for some Lady Raiders softball here on Senior Night 2019. The Lady Raiders here with a 4-3 lead. And again, we appreciate you all for joining us here this evening. So we'll start things off here back to the top of the order for South Adams, and we'll lead things off here with a shortstop, number 8, Jenna Myers. Myers so far 1 for 2 here on the evening, singled and scored a run in the first, and then flew out to the center fielder in the second. As that's going to be a ball outside, 1-0 to begin things here on Jenna Myers. Bray rocks back. Here's the pitch. Ball high, now 2-0. Again, Wapahani again will be back at it tomorrow. They'll be traveling to Cambridge City to take on the Lady Golden Eagles. As that's a line shot in the left field. There's Dayton Lee to collect the catch for out number 1 of the inning. Nice hands here by Dayton. So now the center fielder, number 16, Kayla Lefevre at the plate with 1 away in the inning. And we'll talk about the sectional 40 draw. We'll try to get that into the latter part of the ball game, possibly during our Raiders Live post-game report. So 1-0 the count here on Lefevre. Again, Wapahani will begin sectional play next Monday, May the 20th. So make sure to circle that on your calendars, as that's going to be another fly out to the left fielder, Dayton Lee. So 2 up, 2 down so far here in the top of the fifth. And now we'll see the first baseman, number 15, Anna Nussbaum. Nussbaum 0 for 2. Grounded out to the shortstop in the first, then popped it up to the shortstop in the third. Ground ball there to the third baseman, Summers. Rolls foul, 0-1. Bray with a wind-up. Here's the pitch. Ground ball again to Olivia Smith, and right through the old wickets there. So an error on the shortstop allows Nussbaum to reach first. Third error of the day
Number 24, Taylor.
here for Wapahani. So now the catcher, number 24, Taylor Augsburger at the plate. Tell you what, Nussbaum must like Olivia Smith. All 3 plate appearances so far has been hit right to her. Unfortunately there, Olivia just mishandled it right there, but she's usually Miss Automatic. So, every now and again you're going to have a little defensive blunder out there. It happens from time to time. Hopefully it just doesn't come back to haunt us here. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Augsburger. 2 out here in the top of the fifth inning. Bray with a wind up. Here's the pitch. Ball high, now 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. 1-run lead here for Wapahani. Here's the pitch, a ball low. See, this has been somewhat of the problem here for Katie Bray. Not saying that she's running into an issue here, but I know back in the second inning, got the first 2 runners out, then things kind of went south from there. Looks like this inning's going to come to a close. Nicely done. So a line out there to the center fielder, Barton. Slams the door shut on the inning. Good job there by Bray. You get those first 2 outs. You don't want anything to get started. So a nice job there by Katie Bray to get out of the inning with nobody crossing the plate. So again, folks, after 4.5 innings, again, Wapahani 4, South Adams 3. We'll be back with more here on the WHS Network. All right, welcome back here, folks. Again, Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy here on the WHS Network. As usual, as we again get back to business here with the bottom half of the 5th inning, and we'll lead things off here with the pitcher, Katie Bray. 2 for 2 start here so far. Pair of doubles, also a pair of runs scored. And a ground ball here to the shortstop. Throws on the first. And nice scoop right there to the first baseman. Job well done. I always love watching a play like that. Unfortunately, we're on the wrong side of things. But coming from a person that used to play first base as myself, always can appreciate a nice scoop there by the first baseman. Good job there of saving your teammate, making sure there's no error on the play. We'll pop up there to the third baseman, so 2 quick outs here for Wapahani.
Batting 5th and playing 3rd, number 11, Mallory Summers.
So Summers now to plate. 2 for 2 on the day. Had a 2-run homer and a single. And that's going to head there in the left center field. Tell you what, if that could have got by the center fielder there, that would have been a nice little double. And next thing you know, she's only a triple short of the cycle. But still, nevertheless, hey, a base runner's a base runner. That's all that matters. No reason for any kind of personal accolade here. As we'll see Ashlyn Calicomo at the plate. Oh for 2 here on the day for Calicomo. As that is fouled back. 0-1.
I know. I knew after I said
it's her first time.
Oh, I know. I don't ever announce. But
You don't see her in the home.
All right, so 1 ball, 1 strike here on Calicomo. Again, you have Summers at first, 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th.
no, she's just here getting paid. We got 49 absences. What?
49?
And a pitch and line down the left field line foul.
How are you still here?
Yeah, how do you
I think
even-
because your dad or mom not in jail.
But it's like, I think it goes by periods. Because there's no way I was 45
Freaking.
Kelly doesn't even know what she's supposed to be doing.
No, she's just here for
She's
whatever.
just here. She just shows up and sits in
Yes, it's 0-2, not 1-2. Now it's 1-2. Of course, as soon as I erase that, then they end up throwing a ball there. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Calicomo. Baker with a windup. Here's the pitch. Just a bit inside for ball 2. Good job of working the count here. You found yourself in a hole 0-2. Now worked it into a more favorable count. Now let's see if Calicomo can do something with it right here. Ball 3, high and away, throw down to first base. Not even close down there to Summers. So now the count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Full boat. Take one out.
So the payoff pitch by Baker will be down the third base line again. Nearly took out her coach, Jackie Glancy.
The wind's going out too, so
3 balls, 2 strikes.
looks like it.
The payoff pitch once more. Fouled back, staying alive. Get some little Saturday night fever going on up in here. So 3-2 to Calicomo. Looking to reach base here for the first time in the ball game and extend the bottom half of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. And another one fouled off. We're going to have a close play along the close to the batting circle over there. The on deck circle, I guess I should say. So Dayton Lee had a dodge for cover.
She pretty much just stood there. She had a helmet on at least, so yeah.
So pitch number 10 of the at-bat. And that's going to plonk her. So what a fantastic at-bat there by Ashlyn Calicomo. That is how you get it done right there. You fall 0-2 to begin the at-bat. Work the count into a more favorable situation. Then you get it to full. And then you just continue to foul off pitches. And
Playing left field, number
that's,
19,
like I said, that's just a job well done right there. So a 2-out walk here to Calicomo. Summers at second. And the senior left fielder, Dayton Lee, at the plate. So 1-0 the count here on Lee. Sure would love to see her get a hold of one right here. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And skied down the right field line, foul. 1-1. Summers at second, Calicomo at first, 2 away. The pitch by Baker will be a ground ball right back up the middle, and a close play at second will barely get her. So a nice hit, but a nice snag there by the second baseman to end the inning with a 4-6 put out. So the Raiders again got a couple of base runners here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Nothing to show for here. No runs, 1 hit, also no errors, 2 left on. To the top of the 6th again we go. Wapahani with a 4-3 lead. Welcome back here to beautiful Raider Field here in Selma, Indiana. Again with a great night for Lady Raider softball here. Top of the 6th inning we're about to enter here with Wapahani a 1-run lead as we enter play. And we'll lead things off here momentarily with a third baseman, number 7, Emily Hamill, Hamill so far 0 for 2 here on the day. Struck out swinging back in the first inning, and then grounded out to the shortstop back in the third. Here's the pitch from Bray. Ball outside, 1-0. Just a bit high and away. So 2-0 here on Hamill. Kristen Wynn waiting on deck. And that's going to be a little pop up there to the shortstop. And Olivia Smith with the acrobatic play for out number 1 of the inning. She initially had it first and bobbled it. Made the nice little basket catch there in the end. For out number 1 of the inning. Now we'll see the right fielder, number 4, Kristen Wynn at the plate. 1 for 2 on the day. Popped it up to the shortstop in the second, and then singled and scored a run in the fourth. Look at a snag. Mallory Summers will not be denied. The cat-like reflexes worked out perfectly right there. That's about as good of a catch as you're going to get from an infield standpoint. I mean, playing all the way in like that, ball hit that hard, to have the reaction time to be able to make that play is truly phenomenal.
I couldn't even wrap that.
Yeah, and he even caught Redbeard off guard, for heaven's sakes. So nevertheless, the pitcher, number 5, Jade Baker, will be at the plate. 0 for 1 here on the night here for Baker. Grounded out to the third baseman in the second inning, then put down, or had a sacrifice fly rather, back in the fourth. So 0-2 here on Baker. And a fly ball in the left field. Lee camps under, makes the catch for the third and final out of the inning. That was a fantastic inning of work there by Bray, along with the rest of these Lady Raiders out here. Nice clean inning of work. That's the way you like to see things right there. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We'll head to the bottom half of the sixth again. Wapahani with a 4-3 lead. We'll be back with more here on the WHS Network. Stop on in at Jones Auto Body, owned by J.R. Payne in the 1901 East Memorial Drive in Muncie, Indiana. Jones Auto Body is one of Muncie's oldest and largest auto repair and paint shops, in which they have been serving the community for over 30 years. Jones Auto Body, assurance of quality. Here we are, folks. Bottom half of the sixth inning here on the WHS Network is Wapahani here with a 4-3 lead as we enter the sixth, or bottom half of the sixth inning here with Olivia McCreary to lead things on.
Olivia McCreary.
The music's still playing.
So McCreary, 1 for 1 so far. Had a single back in the second inning. And then also drew a walk in the fourth. So 1-1 to count.
Into a beer tub, like where the big trash can is. I got in one.
Baker steps back on the rubber, gets her signs. Here's the 1-1 to McCreary. A ball high now, 2 balls, 1 strike. And a very productive day at the plate here for McCreary. Love to see it, especially being senior night. You want to end things the right way. And a little nub shot there to the first baseman will go foul. So 2-2 the count here on the 8-hitter in the order for Wapahani. A ball high and away. Runs things to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the payoff pitch. And that's going to be called strike 3 to begin the inning here for Wapahani. And now the number 9 hitter in the order, second baseman, number 12, Layla Lee. Layla so far 0 for 2 here on the day. Grounded into what ended up being an error. She ended up reaching first base, but reached on an error. So 0 for 1 there, then grounded out to the pitcher in the 4th. So looking to get her first hit right here. She's had a very productive freshman year here for herself so far. Throw on down there to first. Nice strong throw there by the shortstop. For 2 quick outs here for the Lady Raiders here in the bottom half of the 6th. So here we are, top of the order with the center fielder, number 9, Megan Barton. Megan so far 1 for 2 here on the day. Had a single and scored a run in the first. Down a sacrifice bunt in the second. Then flew out to the center fielder in the 4th. And there for a strike, 0-1. So Barton will step back in there. Baker will step back on the rubber to get her signs. And here's the 0-1. Ground ball to the second baseman. Throws on the first, and that's that. So very quick innings here. First half of the inning and bottom half of the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Lady Raiders here in the 6th. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. So, folks, here we are, biggest part of the game right here. Top of the 7th inning. Raiders lead it by 1. We'll be back with more here on the WHS Network. All right, folks, top of the 7th inning here on the WHS Network as we'll get down to business here pretty quick. It's a very big part of the game now. You're up by 1. Got to hold them. Got to keep it right where it's at in order to get the victory right here, right now. So we'll see what happens here with Feaster, and she'll lead off the inning here with a single. So now the second baseman, number 1, Madison Smith, at the plate.
Pinch runner. 17.
So now Miller will come back in to run here for Feaster.
Megan Miller stepping in to run for
So a little brief pause in the action here. Again, you have a runner down at first base with Miller after she's coming in to run for Elia Feaster.
Batting ninth and playing second, number 1.
So again,
Madison
Smith here at the plate, and it's going to be called a strike 0-1 to begin things. Smith 1 for 2 here on today, singled in the second, and stole a base, and then flew out to the center fielder in the fourth. Here's a pitch from Bray. Put down the bunt. She'll throw on to... Actually, no play. It was a dead ball. The ball hit the batter while in the batter's box. So now the count will be 0-2. Because Summers had picked the ball up, was about to throw, and then the home plate umpire called it a dead ball. So here we are, 0-2. Ground ball to the third baseman on the first. So gets her by a step there. So essentially the same thing just happened as what was meant to happen, I guess, for the most part there. Other than you had to throw an extra pitch. So a 5-3 put out. And a ball in the dirt will now advance the runner on to third. Those are the little things you can't afford happen. Got to keep the ball in front. Got to throw some strikes. Let's see what happens here. Fly ball down there in the infield to Lee. Nice job right there of rifling it back there to the catcher and Kelly Como to keep the ball in front. So here we are, folks. 1 on, 2 outs. You got a lady on over there at third base with the center fielder number 16, Kayla Lefevre, at the plate. She's 1 for 3 so far, had a double in the third. Flew out to the center fielder in the first. And ground ball. Now it's going to end the ball game. Shuck with a fine play. And that is a huge win here for your Wapahani Lady Raiders here this evening. Beating a team that is ranked top 3 in Class 2A was a big win here tonight on Senior Night 2019. So, folks, we'll step aside here for a break. We got the Raiders Live post-game report coming up here on the WHS Network.
When you need legal advice or representation, you can trust B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law in Muncie. Our focus is personal injury. We handle cases involving serious injuries, wrongful deaths, all vehicle crashes, nursing home cases, medical product and drug recalls, and slips, trips, and falls. No fee until we win. We offer evening, weekend, home, and hospital appointments for your convenience. Contingency fee arrangements are available. For a free consultation, call B. Joseph Davis, attorney at law, today.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
Alrighty, welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to our Raiders Live post-game report here on the WHS Network, and presented by Stoops Automotive Group, Buick and GMC dealership. As the Wapahani Lady Raiders won by a final score here this evening, 4-3. A very, very big win here for Wapahani. Be able to come out here against a team that is ranked third in Class 2A. 18-2 on the season coming in. Obviously with us being 11-12 coming into the game, I'm sure people thought, well, it's could be a little shaky. Which coming into it, I kind of thought exactly the same thing. It was going to be a tough game for us. I thought it was very winnable for us, but it was going to be a tough game for us to win. But we came out here, we started, right there from the get-go, came right out of the gate ready to go, and, allowed that run there in the first inning, but then answered right back in the bottom half of the first inning with 3 big runs after the RBI double by Katie Bray, had a leadoff single by Megan Barton, then the RBI double from Bray, then the 2-run homer by Mallory Summers, which is the first home run of the season as a team for Wapahani. Then you had some other good timely hitting. Emma Shuck came up with a big RBI single in the third inning that scored Katie Bray after she doubled. Summers had 3 hits today. Shuck there with an RBI single. Again, Summers did have 2 RBIs there. Katie Bray with an RBI, a couple of hits. Megan Barton got on base one time here today, had a big hit there, scored a run. Just everybody, 1 through 9. Olivia McCreary also, she reached base a couple times. Dayton Lee had some, a couple hard hit shots there. Layla Lee, just everybody. Callie Como had that big, lengthy at bat there in the 5th inning, was able to work a walk. So it was just everybody here today. 1 through 9: Barton, Smith, Bray, Shuck, Summers, Callie Como, Lee, McCreary, and then Layla Lee. You've seen each one of these girls contribute in a very, very big way, in which, like I said, we was able to get a big victory here tonight. This was a nice win for us, and I'm really hoping that it really just boosts their confidence more than anything, to get them to understand, in big games like this, you can get the job done. And I know I talked to head coach Jackie Glancy about this a couple different times throughout the season here, but this is a very young group of young ladies, but the talent is there. They might be young, but they're talented. It's just about getting them that experience. And I think as the season has went along here, not only have they gained that experience, but they've been able to flourish and excel and progress, not only individually, but together as a team, more importantly. And they've grinded it out here. They're now 12-12 here on the year. Respectable isn't normally what their record would probably be right now at the end of the year. Well, no, probably not. But every year brings its own challenges and successes as well. And it's just a learning experience. Every year, every day is a learning experience. And today they got better. They got a win. Now you use this going into tomorrow night's game at Cambridge City, and hopefully beat a very, very good Cambridge City ball club there as well. And just continue to build your confidence, because we have a very big week next week, folks, as we look here at the 2019 Class 2A Sectional 40 softball tournament. It will begin next Monday, May the 20th. As the Alexandria Lady Tigers will take on your Wapahani Lady Raiders at 5 o'clock. Again, next Monday, this coming Monday, May the 20th, at 5 p.m. Again, all these games are held at Frankton. Okay, so make sure to make the drive up there, or over there, I guess I should say. It's right along State Road 332. You go past Myers, Menards, all that stuff. Just keep going, go past 69, and eventually you'll get there. It sits right there on the left-hand side. You'll see it. You can't miss it. But it's right there, I think right there where their elementary school is, right along State Road 332. So if you can, make the trip, support this Lady Raider softball team. They deserve it. They're a great group of young ladies, that work hard in the classroom but work hard here on the field, and have had a lot of success here in both throughout the year. So big game coming up Monday, May the 20th at Frankton between Alexandria and Wapahani. Now the winner of that will then play on May the 22nd, which is Wednesday. They will play Monroe Central. The winner of our game between Alexandria and Wapahani will play Monroe Central on May the 22nd. That's a Wednesday night at 5 o'clock. Then the Sectional 40 championship game will then be the very next night. Again, weather permitting. All this is weather permitting, I guess, so to speak. Because you never know here in the good old state of Indiana what we might get weather-wise. But May the 23rd, which would be next Thursday, that will be the Sectional 40 softball championship game played at 6 o'clock. Like I said, just if you can, make the trip, be there to support them. We're going to try to get there. Unfortunately, we will not be able to broadcast any of the games, just due to the scheduling. And not only that, but with the facility as it is, there's really nowhere for us to broadcast from. The press box there is not big enough. It's really only like a 1 or 2 person press box. And so there's really nowhere that we can broadcast from. I know we've been there in years past, and it's just not been a very good situation. And so that is very unfortunate. We're still going to try to get there to do stats, make sure to keep you all updated on Facebook and Twitter. But again, it made it unfortunate here for us as well. This was our first, broadcast during the softball season. And I know I was talking to Coach Jackie Glancy earlier, just with different things going on out here. I know that I had to do the PA announcing for softball games. Then Redbeard due to scheduling conflicts, just kind of mess with things there a little bit. Unfortunately, nothing we can do about it. That's just kind of the nature of the beast. Baseball was the same way. We really haven't been able to broadcast too many of their games as well. But we just wanted to make sure, get that out there again. It's not due to not being, not really wanting to. That's not it at all. We want to do every game if we could. But definitely wanted to get tonight's game on here, and it was really a great game to be able to broadcast and be able to watch. It was a great night of Lady Raider softball, no question about that. So, again, Wapahani will be back tomorrow night at Cambridge City. That will be a 5 o'clock start time, I believe 5 or 5:30 for that one at Cambridge City. So make the trip out there, support them, and root them on to a big victory there. We've got a big victory here tonight. Hopefully we can get another one tomorrow night. Had one last night against Randolph Southern. So hopefully we're continuing to trend in the right direction, pick ourselves up, and be there for each one of our teammates there. That's what you want to see from all these ladies, and hopefully get a big win tomorrow night. So, again, we appreciate you all for joining us here tonight. I want to thank all of our sponsors as well. A big part of us being able to do what we do is because of them, so we appreciate them. And we appreciate you all for staying tuned in with us all season long. We got more to go. We got senior night for baseball tomorrow night. So we'll have that one right here on the WHS network, as we have a battle of two Class 2A baseball programs ranked in the top 10. I think Monroe Central is ranked number 6, 5 or 6, somewhere around in there. Wapahani ranked 8th in the latest polls this week. So that should be a great game coming up tomorrow night. So, again, we'll have that one right here on the WHS network. So until then, I'm Brandon Morvillius alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Again, thank all of you for watching. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time here on the WHS network.